Doing some reflection recently, and early on when I started making these videos, one of the things I talked about was social media. And I kind of talked about how when people make posts on there about themselves and they're kind of either bragging or, looking for sympathy or obviously looking for attention in some way, of how much, that bothered me. And I thought that was the wrong way to do it. And to be fair, at the time, I'm not sure how explicitly I stated it, but it was probably more of a question than it was a statement or a conclusion for me, because what I was really wondering, or at least I should have been wondering and have come to wonder, is why did it elicit a reaction from me, right? Why did it bother me so much? If you think about the digesting of information and messages that come in, it's kind of that third nutrient, right? Somebody says something, there's part of what you digest, part of what you learn from it is how you react to it. And for me, seeing those types of posts always made me angry at the person, right? Like, you shouldn't be doing that. That's wrong. Why are you doing that? And I'd feel the need to tear it down a little bit and to criticize them, sometimes just to myself, maybe to my wife, whatever it was, never directly to them. But it was something that always elicited that reaction. And I was thinking about that recently. I was having a conversation with somebody who was expressing similar sentiment about it, that type of thing. And what I started to realize was, I think what makes me elicit that reaction is, I've come to realize, I say all the time, I'm a people pleaser, trying to be a recovering people pleaser. Something that I care about is recognition, and I don't think I care about it maybe in the traditional sense or the way most people would think when you hear that, where it's like I want to be the center of attention. I need people to know how amazing I am. I don't think it's that, because I am relatively uncomfortable with attention, but I do like that component of it where people recognize or give me some credit for doing a good job if I earned it, right? If I didn't earn it, if it's bullshit, if they're just throwing false praise at me, that I don't want. But if I actually did something right, if I did a good job on something, or I worked hard and I achieved something, whatever it might be, I do enjoy that recognition. I do enjoy that credit that comes with it. But as I said, I don't like being the center of attention, and probably just through the way I was raised and the way my mind's wired, and can get into a whole topic about it. I've always thought along the lines of, you don't you don't claim that recognition, you don't seek it out, you don't ask for it, you don't give it to yourself. You just kind of sit by and wait and hope that the effort you put forth, the good things you do, will get that recognition. And I think that ties back to these issues I have, with social media posts or other things. And I don't say this in a good way. I say it as something hopefully I can kind of build upon, or get better at. But, when somebody does that, right? When somebody does something good, or does something, that they want recognition for, and they claim it, right, on social media, or they give it to themselves in some way on social media, or whatever it is, to me, they're breaking the rules. That's not how you do it, right? You can't do it that way. You have to just let it come to you. And for a while, I might have thought that's what frustrates me. They're breaking the rules, and that's not okay on principle. It's not okay. You can't break the rules. But what I've realized in the last couple of days is, it's not just that they're breaking the rules, it's that it's working. It's that they're getting that recognition that I want. And that's where the anger comes from, right? I feel like, hey, I'm doing this the right way and I'm worse off. That's not fair. This isn't balanced. And you know how I feel about balance and things like that. So what it really is I guess in some ways jealousy, which is probably not a huge surprise, but the source of that jealousy, right? The next level why, of like, well, why are you jealous? Why are you angry? Why do you feel like you need to bring them down somewhat? Well, that's why, right? I have this blueprint, or this rule set in my head, which says you cannot do that. You cannot go out and seek recognition. It feels self-involved, it feels self-serving, it feels conceited, it feels like all these different things that are negative, that are wrong. Therefore, you just can't do it. But then as I witness people do it, and I don't see other people, acknowledging it, or the flip side of that, I see other people then giving them recognition for it. That's like a double whammy for me. I can't handle that. I want that recognition, and I know I can't do the thing they're doing to get it. So now they're getting my recognition, they're doing it the wrong way, and where am I? I'm just sitting here angry and mad. So it's not a good place to be, but it's important to understand that and kind of understand the dynamics of what's at play in it. And for me, when I see it now, the way I try and react, or I think it's genuine, right? It's not that I try to be very logical and rational about it, is, hey, you don't need that recognition. It's nice, but I look at where it's led me in life in many ways, and it's led me to being angry and mad at people, and they're not doing it the right way. It's led to me being a people pleaser because I want that recognition so badly. So if I people please enough, maybe I'll get it. It's led me chasing down things. It's messed up my math on so many decisions because that's what I'm optimizing for, and that's not what it should be. Right? If you do something good, if you do something right, if you work hard towards something, it should be, I mean, it's cliched, but it's true. It should be yourself knowing it should be enough, right? You shouldn't need that external recognition. That shouldn't be what it is. And so when I see it in somebody else now, my first thought is to say, well, I feel bad for them. That's sad for them that they need that. But I don't think that's right either. I think that's still me, maybe evolving slightly, but still, putting them down in some way. What I try and genuinely, and I think I do believe now when I see it, is, hey, if that's what that person needed, then hey, I hope they got it. I'm not sure if they did because I see glimpses of myself in that, where you're seeking that recognition and you're trying so hard to get it. So there's a chance that it's somewhat superficial and that it's not really feeding the need that they have. But if it is, if it works for them, more power to them. I hope it does. That's good. If that's what they need and that's giving them what they need, then that's good for them. And that self-reflection and identifying, what it is I need and what I don't need, again, a lot of this is cliched, and a lot of the power in these videos isn't, I've said this before, it's not new ideas, it's not new insights that somebody hasn't thought of before. Much of this is stuff that's been known for years and years and years. It's the ability to finally hear it, right? Digest it, process it, act in accordance with it. And this is one of those concepts. It's not a competition. I'm not in a competition with anybody else on social media. I'm just trying to be the best version of me I can be. And to finally understand that and be able to act on it is where the power comes from.